everybody, but it was a choice I was willing to make.
Sister Wives is finally coming back after the huge bombshell last season when everything came crashing down after Christine decided to leave Cody once and for all, but now everyone's wondering if Christine is coming back to the show or if she's leaving for good when she leaves Cody, and you'll never believe the truth that I've uncovered about it. So ever since Christine finally left Cody last season, fans have been wondering if this meant she also left the show. Nowadays, Christine is one of the more popular Sister Wives, and she's gained even more fans and followers after she decided to leave Cody and be on her own. And because of that, fans would love to see her back in the newest season of Sister Wives, but is that actually going to happen? Because TLC just dropped a short teaser for season 17, and they announced that the show would be back later this year on September 11th, but the teaser made a lot of fans really worried about Christine and her future on the show. In the short promo clip, we see the Sister Wives logo, and as the dramatic music swells, one of the 4 rings on the I in Wives falls off, and as the ring drops, so does the premiere date, and the ring falling off is a pretty clear reference to Christine leaving Cody. But what does this mean for season 17? It could genuinely mean a couple of very different things, including that Christine might not be coming back after all. Fans have been hoping to see how the entire family dynamic has changed now that Christine is no longer with Cody, but what if the ring falling off means that Christine has officially left the show? She isn't a sister wife anymore, so maybe she doesn't want to be involved with the show anymore either. And she got her own web cooking series, and she's been doing pretty well on her own, and maybe she's finally ready to move on from everything Cody related and just start working on her own things. And obviously, the ring falling off could also mean the exact opposite. It could mean that the next season is mainly going to be focused on Christine and how her leaving Cody affected the whole family. And I mean, her leaving has had a huge impact on everyone, as well as the show as a whole. And even if she isn't coming back to the show, we might still see the repercussions of her decision anyway. And I think, what we're going to see is how everyone's been dealing with all the changes that have been happening since Christine left. And we know that Cody and Robin are definitely going to be super dramatic about the whole thing. And I mean, we saw that at the reunion already, and I'm pretty sure we're also going to see a lot more of Mary just being confused about why Christine would walk away in the first place, and she's probably going to keep talking about how she would never leave Cody, even though their marriage is pretty much non-existent at this point, and has been for ages. And then we'll have Janelle's reaction to this whole thing, which will definitely be super interesting to see, and she'll probably try to be friends with everyone, and she's pretty close with Christine, but she is still with Cody, so I wonder how she'll handle all of that. And I mean, I'm pretty sure we're in for some major drama, even if we don't actually get to see Christine. She's going to be the main focus of conversations for sure, and Cody might even get annoyed at Janelle if he thinks she's being too supportive of Christine, and he might see it as a betrayal if she takes Christine's side in any of this, and we know that she might do that, and Janelle and Christine have been hanging out together, and I just really want to know how Cody feels about that. And Christine actually went to Flagstaff earlier this year in May, and she was hanging out with Janelle and the kids. So do you think the fact that Christine went to Flagstaff means that she will be coming back to the show? Because, I mean, that's where they all live, except for her, of course, and so maybe she came back to film some stuff for the show. And one of the biggest reasons we might not see her as much in the newest season is that she lives in a different state than everyone else, and after she and Cody split, she moved to Murray, Utah, and she has a really nice duplex home there, and she seems genuinely happy. And why would she move to a different state if she still wanted to be on the show? I get that she wanted a fresh start, but still, it might be much more difficult to film for the show if she isn't even in Flagstaff with everyone else. And I mean, as far as I can tell, she probably will be on the newest season. She did go to Flagstaff, so that seems promising. And also, I just can't imagine the show without her. I mean, what would it even be about? I don't think anyone wants to watch, the Robin and Cody show when we could have more of Christine and all of the drama surrounding her and Cody's relationship. And they were together for 25 years, and Cody really made it seem like he had no idea she was going to leave him, even though there was no intimacy in their marriage for ages before that. But I mean, I guess Cody doesn't really mind that since he gets that with Robin, and there's nothing between him and Mary anymore either, and she isn't leaving. But Christine made it clear she just wasn't interested in being in a marriage with no intimacy, and she said it wasn't a real marriage, and she just didn't want to be in it anymore. And Cody really tried playing the victim there, but I don't think anyone's buying it. I just really hope we get to see more of Christine this season, and I'm not the only one. Someone made a poll on Reddit recently, and the majority of people said that they would not even watch the show if Christine wasn't on it anymore, and some people even said that they would rather have the show without Cody than without Christine, which is pretty funny considering that Cody probably views himself as the main character of Sister Wives, even though it's literally called Sister Wives. No mention of Cody anywhere, and someone also pointed out that now that Christine has nothing to lose, she might be even more honest about things than ever before, which might bring some interesting drama, and I would love to see her just go off and tell us exactly what she thinks. She's not with Cody anymore, so she can pretty much say anything she wants, and it would also be really interesting to see her start dating again, especially since we could also get Cody's reaction to that, and I just know that, he would find it extremely annoying to see Christine actually thriving for once, and I honestly hope that we do get to see Christine in this new season. Even just thinking about the drama of her moving to Utah and selling the house, I bet Cody and Robin didn't like that at all. And also, we don't really know if Christine and Cody have been keeping in touch at all. We know that they might have seen each other when he and Robin went to visit Mykelti and Tony, and Christine lives right next to Mykelti and Tony, so they were definitely at least near each other, and we obviously don't know if, they actually talked or anything. But I would love to see them interact on the show again, and hopefully the ring falling off in the promo means that we will be getting a lot of Christine content, and not that she won't be on the show at all. I just don't think the show would be all that interesting without Christine there. But what do you guys think? Do you think Christine is coming back, and do you want her to come back? Let me know in the comments below. My take is yes, the ring hitting the ground from the promo kind of teaser reveal is an interesting, promising kind of thing, but I do think the show is not a show. Sister Wives is not Sister Wives without Christine Brown. That is my take, and I think if we do get to see her date, or at the very least leave Cody in the drama of her starting her new life, etc., I think we're going to be in for a very good drama, a very good show. But that is just my take. I want to hear from you guys, so put in the comments below what you guys think, and like always, do me a huge favor, that like, follow, share, subscribe button, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.